guys, Jason with Denwerks. Got something kind of interesting today. Something you normally don't see me sell is actually a newer car, but I've always loved Mercedes. You know, there's just something about them, you know, just totally classy. And I love a two-door coupe. You know, and this is actually a really nice car. I remember these. I graduated in '88, and you know, I remember these coming out in this body style, and it's just an awesome car. And this is a 1992 Mercedes 300 CE, so a really nice car, and I just kind of had to have it when I saw it. Went over to actually look at a 1963 Cadillac Coupe de Ville from an older gentleman that I know, and ended up seeing this in his garage. And I'm asking, what are you doing with that? And he goes, well, I sit in my garage and listen to the CD player in it. He's actually gotten too old to actually drive, but he had a fascination with these. And funny thing is, I sold him a 500 SL, a 92, a little while back, and I ended up buying both cars, the white one back and this one. So he just likes to buy cars, and so do I. So anyways, I'll walk around it and we'll talk about different things. We'll just start up here in the front. You know, it's actually in good shape, original paint, but it does have a few flaws and stuff. I'll go ahead and show you the lights first. You got marker lights, headlights, bright lights. You got the bright lights. Then the bright lights. There you go. You can see the bright lights and everything are working. And we got turn signals. And we got the left. And we got the right. Kind of funny to show you that stuff on a newer vehicle, but you know, sometimes they don't always work. We're going to show you the wipers are working. You can see here the ones on the front, and the squirters were working up here as well. I like that Una wiper, pretty unique. You know, if you look right here, you can see a little scuff on the bumper. You'll see little tiny rock chips on the nose. Nothing real major, but it is there. You know, the grill looks in good shape. The rest of the bumper looks nice. No signs of any accidents or anything like that. I'll put it on my lift, you know, and lift the hood open and stuff and show you different things. If you look down the side, it's actually really nice. You know, nice and straight. You know, absolutely no rust on it. There is a little bit of checking on this door, on the paint. It is original paint, but there's a little bit of checking that I can see. Hopefully you can just kind of see some of that. Kind of like little stress checking. There's a little tiny ding right here I see, and another little tiny one right here. It's actually hard to get those in photos, and I might have a couple others, but I can't see them out here in the sun. If you look around the wheel lip, really nice, no bubbles. Go ahead and show the window rolling down. You can see there. You know, I like a hard top. Looks good. You can see here the sunroof. It does open and close good. There's some checking on the other side I'll show you. And then flip it up. Then it tilts up in the back. There you go. Just wasn't hitting the button right. So all that's working. You can see here, I think looks like a little bird dropping happened there. But little checking on the roof in general, but overall it looks good. No chips or anything in the windshield. You know, it looks nice. You can see some little checking here on the mirror. You know what's kind of interesting about these cars, and I don't know if everyone's noticed, is, and I'm not a professional on this stuff, but and the know-it-all, but when I first saw it, I thought I had someone put a different mirror on it. You can see here, I had to actually look in a manual. They actually put a bigger mirror on this side for visibility. I'm just so used to cars having matching mirrors, and that's the way they did it from the factory. So you guys probably already knew that, but I figured I'd just point it out. You can see some little tiny dings right there on the chrome, but overall, I mean, this is a really nice driving car. I actually took my wife out in it the other day, and it's just a cruising machine. So very classy and not a lot of money, you know. So we'll go ahead and flip it around so you can see some other stuff. Hey, here we are. Flip it around there for you just so you can see it in the light a little better. Go ahead and rev it up just a little bit. You know, sounds really good. You know, doesn't blow any smoke or anything like that. You know, go ahead and turn the lights on. Got lights, brake lights. You can see the third brake light's working. We got blinkers. Got your left. We got our right. And the reverse, you can see how they're all working. It's kind of amazing. Here I am selling a newer car, and put it in park, a newer car, and I'm still showing all the lights. I think I'm selling a 1960 Mercedes or something, but you know, you never know. I mean, it is 1992, and sometimes things work and don't. Go ahead and turn the lights on one more time. You can see the lights work up there too. So, you know, this car's been driven. You can see here it's got current tags on it. You know, you look down the side, you know, nice and straight. You know, I was just gonna point out some things on it. You can see here a little paint checking on here just from age. I've seen that before on a lot of these cars actually. You can see a little bit of checking there, and mostly it's here and on the door and a little on the roof, but you know, I haven't seen any signs of any accident damage on it or anything like I was talking about before. You know, it's got a real small pinstripe, which is really tasteful. You know, no curb rash on this wheel. Looks good. You know, some real light, little tiny little scratches there, little nicks, a couple little chips across the door, another little chip. You know, this has been touched up. You know, it's actually really nice when you look down the side of it, down the rockers. Looks good. You know, I don't see any dings on this side at all. I think there was one on the other side I showed you. There's a little chip that's been touched up. Go to show the windows here working. I actually like these when they're all rolled down. It's going up. And they're going down. I go ahead and put it in gear real fast. Actually, babe, it's not in gear. Hold on. You can see that's working, but this little thing just came out. Just got to snap that back in there. It's just a little bezel. But you can see that works and retracts back in. You know, so that's nice that that's working, but might have to make that little piece stay in there. But you know, overall, pretty clean. You can see here, there's a little bird dropping that happened there, and a little bit of checking. Right here's the worst of the paint. Really is on the sunroof. You can just see, I don't know if something got on the paint or not sure, but hopefully you can get a good look at what that looks like there. Also some little checking there in the paint. And again, we'll look back here down the side. You know, nice and straight. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of it. You know, no curb rash on this wheel. You know, the exterior on this car is really nice. You know, especially for being a 1992. You know, it's kind of funny. It's what, 26 years old, I guess. So really in amazing condition. So we'll show you some more stuff. Okay, here we're going to take a look at the interior. I just wanted to show you that the locks actually work, but you can hear this. You can see it works on both sides. And then if you hear that other click, you can hear the trunk. So those are working good. You know, I love Mercedes in general. And look how nice that door shuts. You know, I have a 58 Mercedes that shuts the same way. It's pretty amazing. It's actually sitting over there. But if you look at the interior, you know, very, very nice. Actually, it's really held up. It's got 155,000 miles. You know, you look at the seat. Very nice condition. No rips. You can see a little tiny bit of wear on the edge. A little scuff from feet getting in and out. It's got 2 different floor mats, Mercedes mats. So you can see that. There you go. It's got the rubber ones and then the plastic down, or the carpet ones down below. You know, no cracks in the dash. Very nice. You can see a little bit of wear, and I'm sure someone had their hand right here on the steering wheel. You know, they probably just drove it like that. You know, you look inside the jams. Very, very nice. You can see the original stickers. You know, you can look along the edge here, no paint line or anything like that. You know, just a nice original car. Door panel looks good. You can see just little scuff marks. You know, just typical things. We'll go ahead and look in the back seat. You know, it doesn't even look like it's been ridden in back here at all. You know, very, very nice. You can see some little checking and stuff here on the burl wood. And up here on the panel here, you can see some little cracking. You can see there. All the windows work. You can see on top of the shifter handle just some wear as well. The AC works, radio. You can see there the odometer. We'll drive it here in a little bit and you can see everything working in there too. You know, it's just a nice clean old car. Okay, here we are on the passenger side. You know, I just wanted to give you another look. Owner's manual and everything. You know, the carpet looks really nice. You can see a couple little spots and things, but nothing really major. You know, definitely non-smoker, no smoke smell. Like, I can't stand smoke. You can see here a little wear on this seat, little scuff probably there from a belt. You know, again, it's in good shape. You can see here the power seat. I didn't show you the other side working, but it does work. I was going to go ahead and show you the headliner. You know, headliner looks really good. You know, very, very clean. You know, so hopefully that gives you a good idea of the interior overall. You know, you're going to see all the photos and everything too, but just want to look at the jams one more time. And the door panel. Looks really good. You like that, Stanley? I don't want him hopping in here. He'd do it though. You can see here all the rubber looks good. So hopefully that gives you a good look at the interior, and we'll show you some more stuff. Out here cruising around 300 CE. Just wanted to show you, you know, just behind the wheel and stuff, and just showing you different things. You can see here the AC works. You can't actually feel it, but I can, and it definitely works. You can hear where, you know, the horn works. I already showed you the windows. You can see here, you know, the odometer, speedometer. tach works, clock works, you know, the temperature, oil pressure, fuel gauge, and stuff works. You know, it's funny because I keep on showing you all this stuff, and most of this stuff works on a newer car, but you know, I said it before, I know it's not a 1958 or something like that, but you know, overall, I mean, it's just a nice car, and it's actually really a nice car to drive. You know, it's got dual power seats and stuff, and it's just a nice cruiser. I kind of hate to get rid of it, just because it's, you know, it's just a nice affordable car that you can actually get out and enjoy. You can take it to Cars and Coffee, you can take it to cars and car shows and stuff. I mean, it's a really nice looking car, so, and you can enjoy it every day. So anyways, we'll cruise around a little bit more, and we'll show you some more stuff in a little bit. Hey, by the way, welcome to Salem. Look at that chair. Nice looking chair. Good thing I didn't have a pickup. Hey, we're gonna take a look at the engine here. There's a pull switch underneath the dash on your left hand, and I love European cars because they got a little pull lever right there, which is cool. We'll just take a look underneath the hood. You know, I don't have a lot of records or anything like that, mechanical, you know, from mechanics or anything like that, but you know, we did system checks and, you know, double checked everything, checked the fluids and stuff, changed the oil. You know, everything looks actually in really nice order. Here the water looked clean. You know, it's just a nice driving car in general, and mechanically I think it's great. You know, if you look here, it's got a Ultima battery in it. Got a little Mini coming in here, 1964 Mini. You'll see that on Bring a Trailer here pretty soon. What's kind of neat about that one is it's factory left-hand drive. Not many of them came into the country like that. They're mostly right-hand converted over. So anyways, side note, got distracted. You go up here on the front, you can see all the original spot welds. No signs of any accidents or anything there. You can see the original tag. You can actually see right here some of the paint is cracked right here on the front. Again, I think that's probably pretty normal. You know, we can, you know, it's just kind of blistering off there, but it's not rusty, or it's not from damage or anything. You know, I don't see anything in here. Inside the fenders look good. You know, no crinkles or anything. Looks nice. And I haven't seen any engine oil leaks or anything like that. Valve cover looks good. You know, this is an aluminum valve cover, but that's been painted over, so you can see some oxidizing that's happened probably underneath the paint there. You can see the paint chipped off right there a little bit, but you know, again, pretty normal. Why don't we go ahead and start it up. Here you can just hear it run. You know, it actually sounds pretty good. AC works. You can hear the clutch was on just a second ago. Go ahead and rev it up a little bit. You know, sounds good. You can see there the VIN number and the shock tower area. You know, and it matches on the window there, and door jam. So anyways, hopefully that gives you a good look underneath the hood, and you know, it's actually in pretty good shape. Go ahead and we'll take a look at the trunk. You know, actually the trunk is in really nice condition. You can see the light, courtesy light back here works. You know, this thing right here is new on the box. You can just see this. This is actually when you open the sunroof. I don't even know how it goes on. I actually forgot it was in here, but when you open the sunroof up here, and it slides open, I think it flips up right there, so it needs a new one on there. You know, again, what I'm looking here is, you know, everything looks nice and straight. If you look here underneath, spare tire, got the original jack and everything, but I'm just looking back across here, no accident damage or anything like that. It hasn't been hitting the back end. You can see the original, you know, jack is there too. So everything's pretty much in order. You can see some little, just from stuff being in here, little stains and different things, but you know, nothing major. So hopefully that gives you a good look, you know, in the trunk. Gasket looks good around here, and, you know, no accident stuff back here. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit, and we will show you some more stuff. Hey, here we are. We're going to take a look at the Mercedes underneath. And I know it's a newer car and stuff, but you know, we do a lot of videos on the old ones, but you know, it's still a 1992, and you know, the best thing is I want to look at underneath here the structure and things, and just show you that it's not rusty, hasn't had any accident damage or anything like that. You can see up here the frame rails look really nice. You can see right up there. You know, I don't see any signs of accidents up there at all. You know, you can see that up there on the strut. You can see the boot got tore there on the bottom. You know, the most thing I'm looking at here is the shock mount. I mean, the spring mount and everything looks really good. I don't see any impacts up here or anything like that. You know, the bushings and stuff on the sway bar looks good. You know, the brake lines, you know, are pliable. Let's look across the front here. The radiator support looks nice and straight. I did see a little crack right there on the lower valance there. You can see back here though, everything looks good. You know, not any signs of any issues. You know, probably this got bumped on a curb or something like that. If you look up there, that boot cover, you know, it's cracked as well. You know, just from age. You know, so I'm sure you can probably get new ones if you wanted on the struts. Probably get new struts at the same time. You know, it's an older rig. I'm just trying to point out things so you can see. And you look at the inner frame rails here, look real nice. You know, I've seen a little bit of residue. You know, nothing hits the floor or anything like that, but you know, it does have 155,000 miles. So this is pretty normal stuff you're gonna see underneath here. You know, it's actually pretty clean overall. You know, it's just normal, you know, residue and stuff that you see on an older car. You can see the frame rail looks good. The floors, you know, out here in the Northwest, we don't salt our roads or anything like that, so you know, we don't have the rust issues, you know, like back east and stuff. You can see here the floor, really nice. Floor pan looks good. You can see on this side. You can see right here on the muffler, it's scraped just a little bit, just a couple little indentions there. You know, it's a catalytic converter actually, and then the muffler back here. It's actually got two mufflers, you can see. But the exhaust system actually looks pretty good. You know, the driveline coupler looks good. Doesn't look cracked or anything. You know, it's pliable, I can feel it. Looks in good condition. You can see back here, this one is in good shape. Everything seems real tight. You know, again, you're gonna see residue back here on the rear end. You know, just typical for being an older car. See the original Bilstein back here. You know, important here that the boots aren't cracked. They look good on each side. You know, I'm just trying to point out things. I was going to look at the brake lines over here. Okay, here we go. This brake line looks good. I don't see any cracks or anything in it. Here at this one. This car drives nice. I mean, it floats right down the road like I showed you before. You know, but there's, you know, just a little age. You know, and I don't see anything down here that I'm really worried about. Especially the boot's not cracked there. The boot's not cracked there. But you do see just normal residue. You know, if you want to go further with it, you know, you could fix some of that stuff if you wanted. But I'd probably leave it because I don't see any drippage or anything underneath here. So you'll just look back here in the back. You know, you can see here again, no impact damage or anything like that. Let's look across. You know, nothing in here. A little tiny scrape right there, but you know, nothing major. I mean, it's just a really nice driving car. You know, I think it's a pretty good car. I like driving it and stuff. So, you know, if you got any questions and you want to ask me, go ahead on the auction. You can, you know, email, you can call me, you know. So anyways, I'd like to help out, and just let me know. Thanks for looking.